There's a massive 38-disc box set for the 50th anniversary of Woodstock in August. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music. This will be the motherload of that classic festival where every single last act for the first time will be included in a box set. You're going to need a Peterbilt truck to back up and go back to 1969 and fill her up, baby, because there's a lot of music here. Even though Michael Lang was involved in this, he was involved in the original Woodstock. And he's the guy who was also connected to the big Woodstock festival that was the anniversary festival that was just canceled. This is probably, let's just say, closer to getting back to the spirit of Woodstock than going to any festival with a lot of newer acts, that's for sure. A tip of the hat is nice, but this will really bring you back, whether you were there or you wanted to be. It's called Woodstock 50, Back to the Garden, the definitive 50th anniversary archive. It will include, as mentioned, every act played at the original Woodstock, except 3 songs. And most of this collection are tunes that you have never heard before. Get this. Rhino is going to release this, but it has 432 songs. 267 have never seen the light of day. So now you'll get complete performances from The Who, Joe Cocker, Sly and the Family Stone, Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young, plus acts that were not on the soundtrack or the movie, like The Band, The Grateful Dead, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Janis Joplin. Plus, everything's in chronological order as if it was played, like Richie Havens starting with his iconic set on Friday night and ending with Jimi Hendrix on Monday night, closing out the show. Also keep in mind every single last act, which makes it easier, will have their own CD. The producers of this box set said they went to Warner Brothers Records, their storage area in LA, and they were surprised by how many tapes they found. It was like the motherload. They said, we didn't know this stuff existed, or it was in the shape it was. Of course, some of the tapes were not in great shape. They had to work on them. And getting the rights and the permissions was a hassle too. An interesting thing, John Fogerty was saying that he had submitted one song, I think it was Bad Moon Rising, to the original soundtrack, to which they rejected it. But here's the deal. When CCR went on to the stage, they were supposed to be on at 9 o'clock. They went on after midnight because Grateful Dead, as Grateful Dead would do, played a long set and they went on and on and on. So by the time John Fogerty says the band went on, it was after midnight and everyone was falling asleep and they didn't even know they were recorded. The producers of this new project say it's one of the best performances from CCR. It's one of the best performances of the whole festival. And that's kind of exciting. Get this. This box set will cost $799. There are smaller versions. There's like I think a 20 or a 10 CD and a 3 CD version. But for the diehards, you know, if you're retiring and you got a little extra cash or a lot of extra cash, and this is not a small box set. I mean, I'm used to box sets like this, you know, to be continued. Elton John, little box set, that's okay. I'm good with that. But Back to the Garden will be like this big and it'll be heavy. And I don't know, I'd have to sell something to afford it. It's a collector's item, and this is not fooling around because, of course, the most iconic festival in the history of rock and roll, arguably. But I was 9, as I've mentioned many times, and I'd like to be there. I want to know, would you buy it? Would you buy a condensed version? Will it be available on Spotify? Probably, I would think. But it is a neat set, as we've put pictures of it online already. What do you think? Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music.